Apple's Let Loose event has sparked excitement about the new iPad Pro and iPad Air, but let's not forget about the future of iPhones. A recent leak suggests that the iPhone 16 Pro might come with a significantly brighter screen. According to Instant Digital, a reliable leaker on Weibo, Apple plans to increase the brightness level of the iPhone 16 Pro by up to 20% compared to its predecessor. This means that the iPhone 16 Pro could have a typical brightness of 1200 nits, surpassing the 1000 nits of the iPhone 15 Pro. While previous iPhone models reached a maximum brightness of 1000 nits for SDR and 1600 nits for HDR, the iPhone 16 Pro's improved brightness would enhance everyday browsing experiences. However, it's still uncertain if the larger iPhone 16 Pro Max will receive the same upgrade. Rumors suggest that Apple will maintain the maximum HDR brightness of 1600 nits and a peak brightness of 2000 nits for outdoor use, which were first introduced with the iPhone 13 Pro Max and later became standard with the iPhone 14 Pro. Nevertheless, Apple might consider pushing the boundaries even further to compete with the Google Pixel 8 Pro, which boasts 1600 nits of HDR brightness and 2400 nits of peak brightness under sunlight. Additionally, there are rumors that the iPhone 16 Pro could feature more power-efficient panels supplied by Samsung, thanks to a switch from blue fluorescent technology to blue phosphorescence technology. Furthermore, Apple's upcoming flagship might offer a brighter and larger display, with the iPhone 16 Pro expected to increase its size from 6.1 inches to 6.3 inches. Exciting times lie ahead for iPhone enthusiasts. Meanwhile, this year, the iPhone is gearing up to make a big splash in the world of artificial intelligence. Rumors are swirling that the iPhone 16 will come packed with a whole range of AI-powered features, and not only that, but iOS 18 will also have a strong focus on AI-exciting stuff, right? Now, here's where things get interesting. A new report has surfaced, shedding light on how Apple plans to power these AI features. It seems that the M2 Ultra chip will be lending a helping hand. This chip, which has already proven its mettle in the Mac Pro and Mac Studio, will be used in high-end cloud computing servers. These servers will be responsible for processing the most advanced AI tasks that are coming to Apple devices. But wait, there's more. Some AI features will still be processed directly on your iPhone, iPad, or Mac. According to the report, simpler tasks like summarizing notifications or messages can be handled on device. However, more complex tasks, such as generating images or summarizing lengthy news articles, may require the power of the cloud. And what about Siri? Well, it's rumored that an AI upgrade for Siri will also rely on a connection to the cloud. So, while some AI magic will happen right on your device, others will tap into the vast resources of the cloud. All in all, it looks like Apple is going all in on AI this year. With the M2 Ultra chip and the power of the cloud, get ready for a whole new level of intelligence on your Apple devices. All the rumors circulating have consistently claimed that Apple has been prioritizing on-device AI for the sake of privacy. The idea behind this approach is that if the data remains on your phone or computer, it cannot be intercepted or accessed inappropriately. This aligns with Apple's long-standing commitment to privacy, making a server-based AI system seem contradictory to their principles. However, sources have revealed that Apple has been secretly working on a server project called ADC, Apple Chips in Data Centers, which focuses on ensuring user privacy. While the specifics are not widely known, it is believed that this project involves a technique called secure enclave, which can isolate data in the event of a breach. Initially, Apple will rely on its own data centers, but there are plans to expand this capacity with the help of third-party facilities in the future. Like the rest of the iPhone 16 lineup, we think the iPhone 16 Pro Max would run iOS 18, which is under development at Apple. Details are sparse, but the early word is that artificial intelligence is a big part of the updated software, and that the OS update could be Apple's biggest yet. In fact, generative AI features could be a centerpiece of the iOS 18 update. A report from Mark Gurman stated that iOS 18 will have more customization options for iPhone home screens, as well as potential new AI features. While we do not know the full details, it will likely include better widget placement options and new options for layout, at least. Now for those of you excited for the Apple iPhone 16 series, we're now going to run through the full specs design and the pricing for each model in the range to help you guys decide which one is right for you. For my regular viewers, you guys have seen this, so just skip to the next video. But if you're new here, then hit subscribe now, and we'll get right into it. So first up, we have the standard iPhone 16. With the standard iPhone 16, we get a 6.3-inch OLED display, but unfortunately, this is still going to be an LTPS display. The iPhone 16 is going to have a taller aspect ratio than last year, and it's going to be protected by Ceramic Shield 2. We get the new Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie camera and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we've got a 12 megapixels primary camera and a 12 megapixels ultra-wide. It's powered by the A18 chipset, and it's likely coming with 6 gigs of RAM and up to 512 gigs of storage. It's also powered up by a 3561 mAh battery, with 30 watts fast charging, and it's going to come with advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 6E. Now, it will of course ship with iOS 18, and it's expected to launch from around $850 in September 2024. Now next up, we've got the iPhone 16 Plus. With the iPhone 16 Plus, we get a 6.9 in OLED display, and again, unfortunately, this is another LTPS display. It's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and it's protected by Ceramic Shield 2. We get the new Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie cameras and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we've got a 12 megapixels primary camera and a 12 megapixels ultra-wide. It's powered by the A18 chipset, and it's likely going to come with a choice of 6 gigs of RAM and up to 512 gigs of storage. It's powered by a 4006 mAh battery with 30 watts fast charging, and it comes with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 6E. Now, of course, it ships with iOS 18, and it's expected to launch from around $950 in September 2024. Next up, we got the iPhone 16 Pro. Now the iPhone 16 Pro has a 6.3 in 120Hz LTPO OLED display. It's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and the Pro is protected by Ceramic Shield 3. We get the new Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie camera and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we get a 48 megapixels primary camera, a 48 megapixels ultra-wide camera, then we've got a 12 megapixels tetraprism camera with 5 times optical zoom. It's powered up by the A18 Pro chipset, and it comes with 8 gigs of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage, and it's also powered by a 3450 mAh battery, and fast charging is still unknown at the moment, but we do expect some improvements, and of course it comes with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. It will of course ship with iOS 18, and it's expected to launch from around $1,100 in September 2024. Now finally, we save the best to last, the iPhone 16 Pro Max. With the iPhone 16 Pro Max, we get a 6.9-inch 120Hz LTPO OLED display. Again, like the other phones, it's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and it's protected by Ceramic Shield 3. We get the Dynamic Island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie cameras and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we've got a 48 megapixels primary camera, a 48 megapixels ultra-wide, and a 12 megapixels tetraprism camera with 5 times optical zoom. It's powered up by the A18 Pro chipset. It comes with 8 gigs of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage, and it's powered up by a 4676 mAh battery. As with the 16 Pro, we don't know the fast charging at the moment, but we do expect to see some improvements. Now it comes up with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 7, and it will of course ship with iOS 18, and this one's expected to launch around $1,300 in September 24. So overall, the iPhone 16 series is looking like a great addition to the iPhone lineup. More things remain similar. There are still plenty of upgrades with the new hardware to power it better and brighter displays. Along with the new battery thermal technology, this should really enhance the experience and work well with the new A features. Now, of course, because of all the similarities to its predecessor, is probably not going to make anyone with an iPhone 15 rush for an upgrade, but for anyone with an older iPhone or looking to get their first iPhone, that it's going to be a great choice. Now, of course, as we approach the launch, more and more information is going to continue to come in, and I'll be sharing it as soon as it does, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future.